mmeleta watoto, wengine walienda mpaka kunitengenezea video huko TikTok. Mnaleta watoto kwa nini kwa social media? La. Let me tell you guys, if you go back to my post zenye nilipost, hakuna pale nilikuwa nimetagama nimeongea about watoto. Nilikuwa nimeongea about your dad. Wacha nimuite your dad because hii message ni ya wale watu wana shida hapo wakinipush. Tutawasupport mpaka watoto wawachukie kabisa. Ni sawa, wacha watoto.
Well, this is very emotional, guys. Imagine watu wanatoka from nowhere, hawajui story yao, watoto wanaanza kurushia huyu Shiru Stuart maneno. Na Shiru Stuart ndo anajua in and out yao watoto. Mpaka watoto imefika to that extent wamemchukia. Kai, sasa najua mnafurahia.
Watuchukie. Tag your dad. You are kwa platform zote na tu account twako na unasikiza kila kitu. Anyway, hata hii najua unasikiza. Lakini hii si yako. Hii ni ya wale watu wana shida. Unasikia aje sasa kulete watoto wa marehemu sijui kwa social media, unafeel aje? Let me tell you. Mimi
we Shiru Stuart usijali, na kama watoto washa kuchukia wachana na wao, let them move, just leave them alone.
Na mtoto nilileta hapo, hakuna mtoto. And the other thing you guys should understand ni huyo mtoto anakuanga social media. So either way lazima atakuwa social media. Na you guys sasa mmeanza kujifanya ma innocent mmesahau venye mlikuwa mnamtroll
Imagine nakumbuka mpaka wakimwambia hayuko 13 years, akona kifua kubwa, akona eyelashes, sijui za watu wakubwa, sijui bla bla bla, sijui anasomanga saa ngapi. Imagine Wakenya hawezi eleweka Shiru Stuart.
Even when her mother was still alive, venye mlikuwa mnamtroll. Mtoto akona kiherehere, la. Sasa imekuwa sasa mimi ndio
sasa wamekugeuzia, wanakwambia wewe ndio ulileta watoto wa wenyewe social media. Kenyans will always be Kenyans, Shiru. I'm telling you the truth.
Ni ndio bwana githijiro. Mimi nilita mtoto akuja kwa kichinjio. Let me tell you guys, one thing you don't know about your dad. Your dad ni manipulator mkubwa sana. Ask me. I went there and I stayed there for some time. Na nilikuwa naona na pick. Kuna mama mwingine pale kwa America nayo huo
Texas, ongea yote Shiru Stuart usiogope.
Mama alifanya hata hii maneno ikae sana kama itatoka because nilikuwa na pick so many things na ambia huyo mama ananiambia hapana, hako hivyo. Na mimi nasema okay, jumuna kana yeye na huko America, maybe ni mimi, maybe ni grieving inafanya nione vitu zangu, acha kwanza nitulie, nipimie tena nione another thing ingine inatoka. Nikachomoka na kitu kingine hapo nikamwambia now this is not even a red flag.
It is a blood flag.
Blood flag. Nikamwambia na yeye akashikwa na wazimu. Lazima tumwambie, lazima nini kidogo. Baba yenu akapigia huo mama simu wakiwa wawili. Mama kilikuongea naye the next time. Ananiambia hapana, hayuko hivyo. Huo mama kwanza tukimaliza hii story I think itabidi tuchunguze because ni ule huo mama sidhani ako. Unajua hivyo
tutamuexpose kabisa. Huyo mama guys, kama mnajiuliza ni mama mgani, ni ule mama mwenye walikuwa na kisiana na huyo mwenye alikaa sana mpaka ilikuwa inasemekana analala kwa kitanda yenye Betty Bayo alikuwa analalia. Ule mwenye alisindikishwa
theruka 99% ngweciria ya therukite 60%. Tondu ni mundu tari mionere. Shiru ajipia no enda igwirire na tondu Shiru ambire kukatwo ona tutari turathikana. Ciana ciare tuocio mutikamukuhiriria yani ciana ikarenganio pio nake.
Kwa wenye hawasikii Kiswahili Kikuyu anasema Shiru wa GP siku yenye matanga iliisha hivi alitenganishwa nao watoto wakaambiwa wasiwahi ongea na Shiru wa GP. Ndio maana mlikuwa mnaona Shiru wa GP amenyamaza.
Nginya hindi ya mathiko cio guthi kuhutia mwana akaruga nita mwana nitarathwo ni kiria ni stinging nettle nita ya muhutia mwana akaruga fiti thano na iguru orite ni ahutio ni Shiru na ni uria mwana ucio eritwo Shiru athikadire na ruo na inyugo kwa hindi ahurito akahurwo mathiko ende ya mathiko muthuri baba wanyu innocently we enda kwiruta handu hothe amba akia mwaki guku acogera ciana we akeruta agatua tiwe wekete uguo yo mathiko ni ageragia kugeithia Shiru wa GP.
Some comments for you, tuone vile Wakenya wanareactia hii post ya Shiru Stuart. Ni mbaya. Aya, Karo anasema those children had a good relationship with the people around them when the mother was alive. They had a good relationship with the relatives from their mom's side, her friends, and their biological dad. So what happened after the death of their mother? Did all these people suddenly become bad? Why is Tash separating those kids from all the people? My biggest question I have is, during the live, Sky mentioned no one checks on them after their mom died. Now we all know many have tried to reach out but were denied access. So the big question is, has the children been coached on what to say, or is the child not aware that all these people have been denied access? Haya. No wonder Shiru wa GP cried in pain and insisted on kids. Haya. Why did he change Betty's page to Tash Family if it's truly not into social media? The kids are his, but when it comes to paying school fees na shopping, that's where he draws the line. Mimi story unikalia like daddy's weapon formed to destroy Betty Bios line. Single mothers, before you accept some man in your life, think twice, Aki. Aya, thanks for clearing Shiru wa GP's name, Aki. This girl has been it all. But the children have to say in court. The court normally rule after cross-examination of kids. Who is this Texas lady? But there is a point there. What happens when Tash remarries na he is not related to the kids at all? Si hata stepmom ataogopa kuwafanya vibaya because Tash na watoto they are not related by blood. Kwa live ya Shiru wa Oaklands, Bios' mom said something she didn't like about the Texas lady. Did you have personal beef with Tash? Is this how you viewed him when Betty was alive? Is there any moment you ever cautioned Betty against Tash? After Adam is when you walked all around with him. Did you see anything wrong or even changed later? Just asking. Mimi sikuchukii juu hata sikujui. I have no words. Guy, give me many days to watch over my kids, especially as me woman. I believe you, Shiru. That guy is a no-go zone. Fight for those kids, girl. At least you cleared the name of Shiru wa GP. I will never defend grown-ups for they are capable of anything. Children should be protected, not humiliated. Kids walikuwa go back to the mother's family, but pesa ndio ilileta shida cause everybody wants to be part of it. Kanyari come. Better mother, come in, brothers, come in. The Tash was there. You see, Beka ni mbaya aki. My question is, if late Betty was married, why was a burial cross written her father's name at the end of her names? Why not her husband's name? Her death comes so fast and abrupt. I know if she had time, she would have left those kids with their biological dad. You are right, no apologies. Can we start praying for those kids until a solution is found? We are praying, mothers, let us join hands. My question is, why do Tash claim that is the father and he can't do shopping and pay school fees for them? What will happen if Kanyari withdraws all the support? I think Kanyari, Tash na Mama Betty ndio wanafaa kukaa chini waelewanwe what's good for the children, not what's right or wrong. Why are so outsiders? What's their interest? Is she the same grandma who didn't attend the daughter's burial? I'm here. She says huyo T alipeleka mtoto slaughterhouse. Anasema S alikuwa I know everyone involved has the children's best interest at heart, and that should remain the priority. The biological father may genuinely want them, but given the nature of his work and political interest, he may not always be physically present. Children need stability and consistent care, not just a mansion and a house help. Those are matters the court can determine best on what is truly best for them. Betty was surrounded by fake friends. Thank you for clearing Shiru GP's name. I knew there was something behind and someone driving everything to be said. There are people whose demons just irritated by your presence. Chihuahua knows what he benefits from those children. There is one major problem here. The maternal grandma is in US. She's the only person who could have taken good care of those kids. I fail to understand what she's doing there cause si shida ya pesa ako nayo. Alifaa arudi Kenya akae na hawa watoto. Kanyari would still be catering for them financially. So, why is she stuck in the US? If anything bad happens to them, God forbid, I won't blame T or K. I'll blame her. Mimi, my only question is, after you have fought for them and watoto waachiliwe, are you planning to take them and live with them in UK ama unataka warudi kwa Kanyari? Kanyari should withdraw all the financial help. I feel for those kids, they are too delicate for all that is going on. For so long, I have been wondering why Shiru GP is silent. Oh yeah, whatever she is holding in her hand must be painful, but God will intervene for the sake of those children. Kwanza, that guy makes sure he talks from background when the girl is live to show how he cares about those kids. Another day I had, kuja chini tuone family movie pamoja. Pwa, acha nitakam nikimaliza. A very manipulative creature. Akisimwambia mama Betty akuje Kenya aishi kwa mansion na kina Sky. This is becoming complicated, sad and overwhelming for the kids. If Sky and Danny have been cut off from Shiru GP, then this is truly hurting. This is not tea. This is a very serious issue. May God intervene. Kanyari should cut off the bills. First ibaki salamu tu koza. Ibaki tu salamu so that if Chihuahua doesn't pay for them, Sky will know who is worthy in their life. Alafu, mbona shosho kurudi akae na watoto. You had to just switch to Kikuyu when you, The same people are waiting for Tash to step aside wapate headlines, and of course, these days blood is no longer thicker. Some family members are just toxic, and you wouldn't wish your kids to stay with them. In this case, you did wrong subjecting Sky online dramas just when the things got calm. What? Ninoma. If he really protects them, angekuwa aingie lives so bad. People are jealous. If your progress, especially women, they will try to bully and pull you down to the mud. For me, I feel they won't be any safe even there with their own father, with all these things we see Kanyari doing on social media. Yeah, very true, mom, but your favorite. That's what toxic people do. They separate you from your loved ones and your friends until you remain alone, so they can manipulate you solely. If you happen to get into their cage, it becomes so hard for the people to rescue because you start believing the manipulator more than the people trying to shed light on you. The manipulator happens also to be sympathy seeker, to be outside the world even when he is taking advantage of you behind the scenes. Yaani hii kama hujawahi pitia huwezi elewa. I wish the boy anaweza ongea cause I feel the boy has a lot to tell. May Kanyari got someone mature or wakili who can guide him. Pia kutuma anything even fees. Kwanza tatumie pesa ya Betty to cater for those kids. Blood is no longer thicker. It's like Betty's spirit can see her kids are not safe with the daddy. And that's why she has refused to rest. Until I hear that Shiru GP talks, I'll keep quiet. How I wish GP can talk and say something. Why bring everything social media? Women should be careful when choosing a husband. Betty Bayo was not lucky in her choice of men. How she died immediately, she started living with Chihuahua. Investigation should start there. Her death was suspicious. Chihuahua was nowhere to be seen. When Betty Bayo was in distress, some say he was in Kenya, others say he was drinking in Nairobi. Betty Bayo's had fame, money, properties, car, house. What did Chihuahua bring on the table? He moved into Betty Bayo's house, drives her car. Is he only clinging to the children for the Betty Bayo properties and a new money income from Sky? Definitely, that was his mission from day one. Now he is controlling everything. Narcissistic, manipulative, toxic people cut off any close family members, friends from accessing you. I hear even Shiru was blocked. These children seems to have been groomed. If this guy was not in the picture, maybe Betty Bayos would still be alive. Now, Sky online drama means she's crying for help and rescue just like Chira. And no one is noticing that. Shiru Stuart. Thanks for clearing Shiru GP's name from this issue. I really prayed for her nikikumbuka after burial the way she was trolled. One thing people forget, Sky is still a kid and it's very easy to manipulate. In manipulation world, there is no smartness, you can be manipulated. Ile siku Tash atawacha hawa watoto kwa mataa, hawa watoto watajinyonga cause they wouldn't have anyone around them. In Kenya, children do not lose a family. When they lose a parent, they still need connection to their father, grandparents, relatives, culture, and identity. The court should appoint an independent social worker na counselors of these kids. I think hii ndio kitu tulipona from the world go. Tash ako tu after account and property, and for him to get them he had to hold the kinds and pretend to be very friendly to them. I heard the girl saying Dad is not a social media person. Today he is using those platforms to do marketing jobs and getting money where children have no school fees and they will go for shopping from their father. He is just a chihuahua for sure. How can you take his daily bread away? Well, yeah, I feel for the innocent children. Shiru, may God continue blessing you. It's national issue. I was to comment something, nikakumbuka sina lawyer. Me personally, I never believe one-sided story. Until then, wacha tu. But for Shiru GP, nothing can make me hate her. I'm a psychologist and I can relate. I trust you 100%. So the children are going through all this because of their mother's death. Wacheni tuwaombe wote and wait on God. Let's not judge. Me, I chose to watch and talk to the kids directly, not second, third, fourth party. I thought Sky was always online, even when her mom was alive. That's how we knew her. I don't think her dad put her on social media. She was always there. What is the gigigio thing I keep hearing from this lady? Because she gets to that part, then switches languages. This lady is speaking a lot. Kanyari, Mama Betty Bayo, please go for these kids. One bad topic. I was also wondering where is Shiru wa GP. Kumbe aliwekwa block kitambo. Kitaeleweka when it's too late. Sasa juu mimi ni Slolana, mkae chini mniambie huyo muka ushio wa Texas ni mgani. Hi Shiru, through your pain cause of these kids, may the Lord intervene for them. I don't wait to finish, I just comment. Shiru wa GP, thank you. Shiru Stuart, thank you for fighting for Betty's children in her absence. Some things are so deep, they need a mother tongue. Shiru is smart lady, trust you me, she knows what she's saying. It's funny how amekwama na watoto, yet he can't provide for them, and still the provider can assess them. Traditionally, these kids belongs to grandma. Kanyari is just a biological father traditionally, and as per culture, after dowry was returned, watoto wapewe shushu. Betty alisema jamaa alimkatia kwa Facebook messenger and he was love bombing her until she gave in. That's a guy who had done his homework and a very cunning person at that. He knows what he wanted and not even death can subvert that. He's guy on a mission. Is there a possibility of making this issue public interest case? These are vulnerabilities in Kenya. But you said, so up to now those kids didn't have immediate family members. Ongelelea watoto wako. My concern, bona chiwawa halipi fees na shoppings. And if fees is too much, angetafuta another affordable schools awapeleke. This type of men are there to manipulate, especially women. The only person talking sense genuinely. If the late Betty knew Tash was this bad, why would she risk to stay with him for all those years and introduce him to her children? Why did she create that strong bond between the children and Tash if the Chihuahua was this bad? What killed Betty Bayo? Make me understand this. Yani, when it comes to the bills, fees, shopping and clothing, ni baba. But dad ni wakukaa tu kejani watching family movie with the kids. Mind you, baba apewi access ya watoto wake, but pesa atume. Dad achague a very expensive hotel or place to go for a vacation, baba atume pesa and dad aende na watoto. Eish, co-parenting ni tamu wala, especially for the one who stays with the kids and enjoying. Where? Mambo ni mengi masaa ndio machache. Hey. Ladies, let's teach our children what to do what to do and where to live comfortably when we go early. I'm afraid that this kid's mom was afraid of the title single mom. Yet she's a minister. She wanted to get married so badly that she chose that man hurriedly. She put her kids into all these dramas and now they are suffering. We don't know about tomorrow, but may God women for many years mtoto ni mama. One thing peoples are not understanding, kuna difference between kuteswa, brainwashed and manipulation. Si kila mtu anaweza teswa, but anyone can be manipulated, including me and you. It shall be well, Shiru Stuart. Betty Bayo had already introduced her kids to social media early in their lives To what extent she had them on control, or we don't know. As of now, they are already used to social media and everything they do must be on social media. Watu wakuachishe mohahe. But Shiru, what do you think about Kanyari past life with Betty? Do you think Kanyari will not bring many stepmothers to life of those children? I agree with you. Wise person knows when to exit the stage. May God arise and have his way. Why? That part of Shiru Wajipi I even didn't know. I noticed Shiru Wajipi alikuwa distance sana kwa mazishi and I wondered why she is not close to the kids as Betty's friend. Kumbe. I agree with you, Shiru. Watoto wapeanwe kwa shosho na aunties. They should be free to interact with all members. Understand you, mom. Aki, this is so bad. But, and okay, can't understand this family now. This is so chaotic. Shiru, I stand with you no matter what. The kids will love who loved their mother. And the truth is, they have a choice of who they want to stay with. They have been with Tash since they were young. Where may God intervene in this, because the hatred has been planted on those innocent souls. Seems this story is really deep and complicated. I respect all single moms. I'm raised by one, but I wonder why they defend this daddy so much. Yani mnatetea sana. Much are about to be said. Oh ye Betty angeenda haraka hivo. But my question, what if Tash get married to another woman? What will happen to the kids? And he has already manipulated the kids not to talk to the family of Betty. This man has already this man has already the wealth of Betty Bio. Let's her leave the kids to the dad, because the teenager girl needs some cautions, guidance, correction, and more. I want to ask a question. Emotional battalion is all over saying Kanyari is not a good mother. Oh, sijui naipei blah blah. Has anyone heard Sky and Danny complaining about their father? I think that Texas woman is Materetha. You are right, Shiru. Alafu let me ask, when the boy is ready to kurura, ataendea angoswa gani? May the spirit of Betty fight for her kids until they are free. And women, before you move in with a man when you have kids, please think twice and ask God for wisdom. I knew this was pretending from the word go. Sijawahi mpenda. No wonder Shiru Wajipi keep distance. This story sounds like the story of the late Otuoma, the footballer star. Rachel Otuoma used to showcase him in the social media, looking for sympathy, and all the financial support would go to her account. By the time the guy died, she was a billionaire and she had blocked every family member from accessing him. This story was shared by a close friend of Otuoma, a guy. Life is always about benefits, especially where blood is not involved. Shiru, you ventilated. You vent. He knows when Sky turn 18 will be having her mother money. That's why he keeps her for that. I think the court can rule these kids go through psychologists, and that way the court will rule if indeed they have been brainwashed. Did Betty has a life insurance? Maybe beneficiaries were her kids, so they want to hang out with the kids until pesa isife. History ya Betty, there is a lot to learn. Aki, but nitasema kama Shiru Wajipi, God is in control. God is not limited. Where we can't go or reach, he can. These children will soon be very independent, because even our own children outgrow our environment. Our sio mbuzi, and in no time, just like we are not in with our parents, they will spring and get out of that environment. God forbids their mind will not be poisoned and distorted, but pious love of Christ and prayers will see them through. Uliita their dad chihuahua, better ungemuita their dad. Imagine mtu amewalea unamuita chihuahua. Anyway, she said ako na account yake ya kuweka pesa. Wacha nifikisha hapo nisiendelee na kusikiliza. No one is perfect. Wachaneni dad akae in peace, alee watoto kwa amani. I was asking, T akiamua kuoa juu bado ni kijana barobaro na ako na magodha, watoto wataishi na step dad na step mom na biological father ako alive. But pia wewe ulichangia Tash kukaa na watoto. If you are good, ungeongea that time juu ulikuwa kwa hiyo nyumba time ya matanga. Thanks Shiru, sober and wise brain. Wenye wanatetea chihuahua kwa nini when Betty was alive the kids had good relationship with kina huyu Shiru wa GP relatives from mom's side and their dad Kanyari. What changed after Demis if not manipulation from this guy Tash? Ni kama huyu jamaa anagoja kufiaka kila kitu ya Betty then aondokee. So guys, wewe uko side gani?